Imagine a game that intertwines your reality, your emotions, and your deepest secrets. This isn't your run-of-the-mill board game, no. This is the realm of Nathan Turner, a man as charismatic as he is eccentric, with a profound love for games and theater. But not just any games, mind you. Nathan's games are a spectacle, a thrilling blend of strategy and unpredictability, much like the theatrics he so adores. Now let's add a twist. Picture Emily, Nathan's wife, the unsuspecting queen in this grand chessboard of life. But Emily harbors a secret, an affair with Mark, a secret rendezvous hidden from her husband's prying eyes. Or so she thought. You see, Nathan's love for games isn't limited to the tangible. He thrives on the psychological, the mental gymnastics that come with unraveling a mystery. And when he stumbles upon Emily's clandestine relationship, it triggers a complex emotional response in him. A response that isn't anger or despair, but something much more sinister. Excitement. Instead of a direct confrontation, Nathan decides to play a game. For what better way to deal with betrayal than to turn it into an elaborate spectacle? An intricate invitation makes its way to Mark. A call to a mysterious meeting, a challenge, if you will. Mark, intrigued and unaware of the storm he's about to step into, accepts the invitation. This, my friends, is where the real game begins. Nathan, the master puppeteer, crafts an intricate setting for the meeting, weaving elements of his favorite games and theatrical techniques into the fabric of this psychological showdown. Mark, a pawn on Nathan's grand chessboard, steps into this world, oblivious to the intensity of the game he's just entered. Unaware that every move he makes, every decision he takes, is all part of Nathan's grand scheme. And so, the stage is set for a game of minds, a game that's about to turn deadly. As the curtain lifts, Mark steps into the game, clueless of the whirlwind he's about to endure. Intrigue is a powerful magnet, isn't it? It pulls us in, makes us want to know more, to explore the unknown. This is exactly what happened to Mark. The mysterious invitation from Nathan was like a puzzle waiting to be solved, a game waiting to be played. And so, driven by curiosity, Mark decides to accept the invitation, oblivious to the storm that was brewing. Meanwhile, Nathan, our eccentric game enthusiast, is preparing for this mysterious meeting. But this is not just any meeting, no, this is Nathan Turner's game, and he is the mastermind behind it all. Using his deep love for games and theater, Nathan crafts an intricate setting. He incorporates elements of his favorite games, infuses them with theatrical techniques, transforming a simple meeting into a grand spectacle. Imagine a chessboard, each square carefully placed, each piece meticulously arranged. Now imagine a stage, every prop purposefully positioned, every light perfectly angled. This is what Nathan's world looked like. It was a world where the lines between games and reality blurred, where every move had a consequence and every word had a meaning. But Mark, he was stepping into this world unaware, like a pawn placed on a chessboard, not knowing the rules of the game. He was entering Nathan's world, unprepared for the psychological warfare that was about to unfold. You see, this was not just a game of chess or a theater play. It was a battle of wits, a test of perception, a journey into the human psyche. As Mark steps into Nathan's world, he starts to feel the weight of the game he's unknowingly agreed to play. You see, in Nathan's world, the game is not just a game, it's a reflection of life itself. And Mark, well, he was about to learn this the hard way. Every game has its rules, and this one's rules are written in the mind. Welcome to the world of Nathan Turner, a realm where games and theater merge into a thrilling psychological dance. Nathan, a charismatic and eccentric man, has discovered his wife Emily's affair with Mark Reynolds. But instead of a direct confrontation, he's decided to engage in a mind game, a game where the stakes are as high as they can get. As the game unfolds, Nathan becomes the puppet master, pulling the strings and challenging Mark's perceptions at every turn. He toys with Mark's emotions, weaving a web of intrigue and psychological suspense. Mark, drawn into the game unaware, finds himself navigating a labyrinth of uncertainty and fear, the walls closing in with every step he takes. But it's not just Mark who's caught in Nathan's psychological web. Emily, too, finds herself embroiled in the chaos. As the game progresses, she becomes increasingly concerned about Nathan's behavior. His eccentricities, once charming, now seem ominous and threatening. Emily, trapped in the middle of the escalating conflict, begins to sense the danger lurking beneath Nathan's elaborate game. And then Nathan turns the tables. He discloses more about his knowledge of the affair, pushing Mark to the brink of emotional and psychological turmoil. The stakes are raised, the tension palpable. Mark, initially intrigued by the mysterious meeting, now finds himself in a dangerous psychological state. The lines between reality and illusion begin to blur, the game becoming all too real. Meanwhile, Emily, caught between her love for Mark and her fear for Nathan, finds herself in a quagmire of confusion and fear. She's left questioning Nathan's motives, the man she thought she knew, now a stranger, his actions shrouded in mystery. As the game unfolds, the players are pushed to their limits, their minds becoming the battleground. The question remains, who will be the victor in this deadly game of minds? Will it be Nathan, the mastermind, Mark, the unwitting participant, or Emily, the unsuspecting victim? Only time will tell. In every game there's a moment of reckoning, a moment where all cards are laid bare. The air thickens as Emily confronts Nathan, her voice echoing in the silence. She demands answers, her eyes reflecting the storm brewing beneath her calm exterior. She's been caught in the middle, a pawn in a game she didn't sign up for, and now she's ready to flip the board. Nathan, the puppet master, the game enthusiast, meets her gaze. His eyes are a well of secrets, his lips curled into a knowing smile. He's been waiting for this, the moment his favorite part of the game begins, the confrontation. Remember Mark, Emily's lover, the unsuspecting player in Nathan's elaborate mind game? His skin prickles, the weight of realization sinking in. He's not just an observer, he's a participant, a key piece in this psychological jigsaw. The confrontation escalates, a crescendo of tension building up. Nathan's theatrics come to play, his words carefully manipulative, pushing Mark further into the labyrinth of his mind game. The lines between reality and illusion blur, the danger becoming more palpable with every passing second. Emily watches, her heart pounding in her chest. She sees the changes in Mark, the fear in his eyes, the confusion. She turns to Nathan, her husband, the man she thought she knew. But the man in front of her is a stranger, his love for games taking a sinister turn. She steps forward, her voice cutting through the tension. She demands an end to the game, her words a plea and a threat, but Nathan's game is far from over. He revels in the chaos, the uncertainty, the fear. This is his stage, his grand performance, and he's not ready for the curtains to close. The confrontation reaches its peak, a standoff between a wife, a husband, and a lover. The mind games take an unexpected and potentially deadly turn. The stakes are higher, the players more desperate, the game more dangerous than ever. The confrontation reveals the truth, but also pushes the players to their breaking point. Every game ends, but the echoes of this one, they linger, resonating in the minds of the players. In the aftermath of the meeting, we see the transformations in Nathan, Mark, and Emily. The game has ended, but its effects are far from over. Each player has been changed, their perceptions shifted, their realities distorted. All that remains are the echoes of the game, reverberating through their lives. The truth about Nathan's motives, once shrouded in mystery, now stands in the harsh light of reality. His actions, once seen as the eccentricities of a game enthusiast, are now revealed to be the desperate attempts of a man trying to regain control. His love for games and theater, once innocent, has been twisted into a tool for manipulation and revenge. And then there's Mark, the unwitting pawn in Nathan's psychological game. Drawn into a world of deception and illusion, he's been pushed to the edge, his emotions toyed with, his reality distorted. The affair, once a secret shared with Emily, is now a weapon in Nathan's hands, used to push Mark into a dangerous psychological state. Emily, caught in the middle, has been forced to confront the reality of her actions. Her affair with Mark, once a source of solace, has become the catalyst for a dangerous game. Unaware of the game unfolding around her, she's been forced to question her actions, her motives, and her relationship with Nathan. The moment of reckoning arrives, the truths are laid bare, the illusions shattered. The game has ended, but the consequences linger. The players are left to grapple with the aftermath, the echoes of the game still resonating in their minds. In the end, the line between the games Nathan played and the reality of the situation becomes blurred, leaving us all to wonder, what are the true nature of mind games and who really won?